So hello, how are you? I'm still sick. Yep. Still got this horrible cough from this upper respiratory infection and sinus infection. Not fun. Let's see if I can get through this video without coughing. Okay. With holidays coming up, we love our pets. A lot of us like to give our pets human food. Okay? Now these are things you can and cannot give your pets in food. Okay? Because a lot of people out there, and I've seen YouTubers do it, like Off Grid Doug and Stacy, I've seen them give their dogs raw chicken, bones and all. As much as we think they're part of the wolf pack, they're not part of the wolf pack, okay? It's bad for them. The skin's bad for them. It's hard for them to digest, okay? The bones can sliver when they're chewing them and puncture their gastrial system, okay? And it can cause pancreatitis along with Salamaya poisoning. We don't want to do that to our animals, okay? So, these are meats you can and cannot give your pets. You cannot give your pets raw chicken, okay? You cannot give your pets ham. Now, I will explain why. Ham contains too much salt for our pets. It's bad for them, okay? Chicken, raw chicken is a no-no, okay? That's bad for them. Despite what a lot of people think, it's actually bad for our pets. No bones, okay? No tuna, because tuna contains too much mercury, which is bad for our pets. Yes. Okay. Now, if you happen to have dogs and cats, make sure your dog does not eat your cat food, because that is bad for your dogs too. Okay? Yes, that is. Now, things we can give our dogs are things like cooked chicken with no skin and no bones. Okay? You can give them cooked turkey, no skin, no bones. You can give them salmon. Salmon's very good for them. It gives them a shiny coat. It contains omega-3. It's very healthy for our dogs. But no bones. See where I'm going with this? Okay, so I covered the meats. They can have things like lamb and beef, as long as you don't add any herbs to it, like onions, garlic, all that stuff's bad for our dogs. No stuffing. What? No stuffing. Stuffing contains too much herbs for our pets. It's bad for them. Okay? A lot of this that I'm saying not to give our pets can cause pancreatitis, okay, which is bad, and gastritis, which is bad for our dogs. It can actually kill them. We don't want to do that, okay? I've seen people let their dogs eat a lot of raw meat, thinking, that's good. Okay, they're not a wolf, okay? They're the ancestors of wolves, but they are not wolves. They are domesticated, okay? Now, vegetables. We can give our dogs potatoes, plain. Nothing added on it, no salt, no butter, none of that stuff, okay? No gravy. Gravy contains a lot of salt and too much fatty acids in there. So plain potatoes. Carrots is good for them. Peas are good for them. Green beans are good for them. Broccoli, finely chopped up and cooked, is good for them. Okay? No spinach. Spinach is actually bad for them. It gives them gastritis. And I'm trying to think and make sure I don't forget nothing here. So the meats I covered without the bones, because bones can sliver, puncture their stomach and their gastrial system. despite what people think. Okay? No corn, no spinach. That's bad for our pets too. No tuna. That's bad for our pets. No ham. That's bad for our dogs. Okay? We definitely have to think on what we can and cannot give our pets, because a lot of people is just like, oh, here you go, here's, you know, some food with onions and stuff that's bad for you in there, and your dog ends up dying at a younger age. We don't want that, okay? Now, there's certain breed dogs that are higher risk of cancer. Rottweilers at higher risk of cancer. Labs, Boxers, Cocker Spaniels, and the Irish dog, I can't think of what they're called, but they got the red, long fur. Those are all breeds that are at higher risk of cancer, okay? It's important to get your pet spayed or neutered. That prevents the risk of ovarian cancer in your female dogs and breast cancer, okay? That eliminates that by getting your dog spayed. And make sure you get your dogs neutered. Because let's face it, there's a lot of animals and dogs out there that people love to get or give as gifts, and then they end up at the side of the road starving to death, or being picked up by animal control and sometimes put to sleep. Or I've seen a lot of military people get a dog and then they end up having to go overseas to war or move, and they can't take their dogs, and they just let them loose. So for the love of God, if you get a dog or a cat, make sure you are dedicated to that animal for the rest of its life. Because our pets give us unconditional love, and we should give unconditional love in return to our pets. Believe me, it devastated me losing my dog to cancer. She was old, but she battled cancer for 4 years. Yes. So we have to make sure we love them back and feed them the proper foods. Okay? They can have white rice, but not brown rice. If you do give them brown rice, do not give them a lot of brown rice, because brown rice is actually harder for them to digest. Okay? So like I said, vegetables are good, but no corn. Okay? Broccoli's good, finely chopped up, stem and all, and the floret, as they call it. That's all good for them, but make sure you chop it really small. Okay? So with that being said, from Granny's house to your house, I hope everybody has a blessed day, and think about what we are actually feeding our pets. So let's face it, we as society, we don't really take care of ourselves now, do we? A lot of us don't. We eat what we want, when we want, and pay the consequences later on. Okay? Definitely take care of your bodies. Take care of your skin. You only have one body. You only have one skin. So, with that being said, my dogs are full and sleeping. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed Thanksgiving if I don't do another video before Thanksgiving. And enjoy Thanksgiving. Depends on where you are, because some states are not allowing us to get together because of COVID-19. Because the pandemic is still going on out there, and a lot of Americans are still dying from the COVID-19. What makes it bad is it's flu season. So do you have the flu or do you have COVID? Because a lot of the symptoms from COVID is the exact same as the flu symptoms. You can Google search that one and look it up. They're the exact same symptoms. So anyways, keep this in mind, what to and what not to give our pets during the holidays or every day. Okay? So, with that being said, peace out. See y'all later from Granny's Cast Iron Cooking. Love you guys. Don't forget to hit thumbs up. Take care.